It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Houston Texans and the New York Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
I think when we really analyze the 2021 NFL season, Houston Texans quarterback Davis Mills, he deserves a lot more credit than he got for leading a bad team last season. Circumstances led the third-round rookie to being thrown in as the team starter, and he really came on after some early struggles. 4 300-yard games from him, he led Houston to a big upset of the Chargers to help keep L.A. out of the playoffs.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the two poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. Shifts by him. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
The Giants understandably wanted to bring Barkley back slowly from a torn ACL last season, especially after their star also picked up an early season ankle injury. In the end, the production was just under 600 yards for him in 2021. But the silver lining, it should be full speed ahead from the very first snap this season.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jones.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To try again after the sack. Jones got a man, that's Richie James.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now Jones.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
First down earned by Wan'Dale Robinson, and the New York Giants were very excited to bring him in from the University of Kentucky. A weapon as a receiver, he turned into a running back after the catch, and it's no surprise he played both positions in Nebraska and Kentucky. Big-time production in college, third among all college players last season with 104 catches. He picks up another catch there for the New York Giants.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Again, it's Barkley.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Mills now.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two as they've got it with a third down coming up. Throwing, Mills.
Forced.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This fielded right at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Working with a 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mills.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A first carry now for Rex Burkhead.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Of all the players brought in by Houston, it was Burkhead who ended up leading the Texans in rushing in 2021. His 427 yards were a personal best, and as Houston continues rebuilding its roster, he might have earned himself a full season as the #1.
First down, they go back to Burkhead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. This one left side caught by Collins.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Mills to throw it. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A give to Burkhead on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Mills.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Let's do this, man. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Jones. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit of.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Desmond King back deep. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Mills.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Mills.
They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
From the shotgun, it's Mills.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now Mills. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
It's hauled in by Shepard.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Barkley, inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Off play action, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and now it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain an 18-point lead. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They can't beat us straight up. Let's go, y'all. That's right.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mills over the middle here to Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter,
You don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New York set to take the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Jones on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's King. Oh, nice move. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, here's Mills.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Mills.
And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Mills now. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mills to the air again. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
It's showtime, baby.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mills on first down. Another one caught by Collins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A first down throw for Mills.
This is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Pharaoh Brown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. A handoff to Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Partner, we always talk about how important 3rd down is, but I think 1st down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things, and change things up. That big play right there allows this offense to really get in gear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 99 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it again with Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. Jones. Another pass complete to Bellinger. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for
touchdown, Giants! Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard, and the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Gano for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Houston set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Rex Burkhead, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 4.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing, Mills.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Kayvon Thibodeau brings true first overall pick upside to the New York Giants pass rush and could give them their best rusher since the days of Strahan and Umanora. We certainly know that Sam Prince, who announced this pick, was excited for it, as all Giants fans should be.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So on 4th down, a big time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Mills.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mills.
They dial up the screen here to Burkhead.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, and certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's Barkley on the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's what it is, baby.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go. Make plays, y'all. Make plays.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Delivers another one to Pierce.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
One last shot for Mills.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.